Hey guys, long time no see. I hope everybody is doing well out there, and you guys are practicing good hand washing techniques. Didn't ever think you'd hear that one from a Bible class, did you? I hope everybody is well and doing well. I know this is a really weird time, but thought we would maybe put together a video for you to get some sense of normalcy in there, and you might be feeling like maybe a little work on the marriage is pretty good right about now. So I thought I would go ahead with my lesson, and if you would grab a Bible and go ahead and turn to Ephesians with me, chapter 5, and I'll join you there in just a second. I'll be kind of going through my notes a little bit, so it won't be as smooth, but hopefully this will be something that can benefit us all. I know I enjoy going through the love and respect stuff and watching the videos. If you have not gotten access to Right Now Media just yet, I would say it's a wonderful resource for the whole family. It has lots of videos for teens as well as kids and adults especially. And right now, while we have a little bit of a downtime or awkward timing of our days, it would be a great resource for us. So I encourage you to reach out to Greg Ziegler, our minister of families there at Bentonville Church of Christ, and talk with him about getting yourself signed up. That's what this session will be based on, and I'm going to ask that you watch session 2 here in just a few minutes after we've begun. Just a thought to put forward. This is certainly your decision, but I really think, especially this session of Love and Respect, is good for the entire family. If your kids are a little older, younger kids, no, probably not. But let's say junior high and above, I think this is a wonderful session, and I think it's a great training tool for what marriage is supposed to look like, and it can really help your students and your kids, I should say, look into or get a window into healthy marriage and healthy discussion about marriage. So I invite you to gather them around as well, and let's get into our study. As usual, I always have a couple questions to kind of start us off. And so, have you guys ever thought about kind of the attitude of yourself and your spouse when you're in a spat, when you're in a little fight? This is the second part of the crazy cycle, which is what we call when we get into a fight and nothing's ever resolved, and that crazy cycle just goes round and round and round, and for whatever reason we can't seem to find our way out of it. What I want you to think about is when you're in the middle of that fight, are you simply combative? Are you listening to what your precious loved one is having to say? Or is it really just about winning that fight? What I want you to think about is don't think of them as being combative or trying to hurt you emotionally. I want you to think about them as thinking about things differently. Again, women are hearing with the pink earbuds or hearing aids that you'll hear him talk about in the video, but also we're listening with blue earbuds, and these things are very different. We want to hear respect and that we are respected, and ladies, you want to hear that you're loved, and we have to think about those things even during an argument. It's the off ramp to the crazy cycle, if you will. If you would just consider that they're not being mean or hateful, but that they are different and they think differently than you do. So just one thing to consider and kind of keep in mind. Have you ever been in that crazy cycle and you're going round and round and round in a fight, and you at some point you don't even remember what you were arguing about? For a lot, after the first 2 or 3 exchanges in a fight or an argument, it's really not about what you originally started talking about, and that's why you don't remember. Eventually, after a couple of exchanges, it really is about hearing love and hearing respect. And so, if you want to truly break that cycle, I invite you to think about these things. The next time that you get into a disagreement or an argument, don't follow the same pattern that you always have. When you feel something that makes you feel unloved or disrespected, call time out and say, let's talk about this from a different vantage point. Okay? Let's go to the Bible and read Ephesians 5 and 33. I'll read it aloud here. And that will be the basis. After this Bible verse, I invite you to turn me off. That probably won't be too difficult of a decision. And then log into Right Now Media. Go to session 2. Watch the entire video. We've got a little time right now. It's only about 33 minutes long. And then at the end, I'll come back in with some discussion. Okay? Ephesians 5:33 says, to sum up, each one of you is to love his wife as himself, and the wife is to respect her husband. It's a command in the Bible as to how we are to respond to one another. And it is a wonderful verse that can make just a monumental difference in your relationship. Turn this video off, go over to Right Now Media, watch session 2, then start this back up, and I'll be here with some discussion questions. Good to kind of see everybody. I can't see you, but I'm sure it's not great to see me. But anyway, enjoy the video.